Good morning. It is April 9th, 2025, and this is Walking the Dirt Roads with Donna. And I'm finally back on a dirt road. This is one that I've already been on. I believe somebody told me that this is Cedar View Road. This is the one that I thought this was, like Forest Service Road 800 something. So yeah, the past few weeks has been really eventful for the state of Arkansas. There's been, a few storm systems that came through and dumped a lot of rain out here and through the state of Arkansas and the eastern side of the state. Man, they got hit hard with a few tornado warnings and some damage and such. But you can go back and look up the weather events and what have you. But man, I mean, we needed the rain. Don't get me wrong, because about 2 or 3 weeks prior to these systems coming through, we were in a drought. It was dry. And then we had the extreme wind event that, I mean, like 80-mile-an-hour winds, and it's not associated with a storm. You can tell that the water got over right here on this little creek here. And, yeah. But it's flowing pretty good. Look at that. It is so peaceful. But anyways, so yeah, it's been a real eventful past few weeks for the state of Arkansas. This coming Sunday, April 13th, is my mother's birthday, and she is going to be 78. And she's still just trucking right along. So, yeah, me, my husband, my daughter, and my daughter's boyfriend are going to go down and see her on her birthday. And we're going to try to do something special, but I don't know what that's going to look like yet. Sometimes things like that, I've gotten to where I really don't try to ultimately plan things, because when I try to plan them, it doesn't quite go the way it's expected to go. So I just kind of roll with whatever happens. I mean, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So it just depends on various factors in that. So anyways, if you'll remember, the last few videos I did was up there at the Fish River, and it did actually go over the road at around 2 o'clock. That I'm just guessing. It was some, it may have been midnight, may have been 11. I don't know, but it was, around that time on Saturday night into Sunday morning. Central Arkansas had a lot of flooding and what have you. And Saturday was when I was planning to go down and see some friends of mine. And because of the severity of the storms and what have you, me and my friends, it's like, yeah, don't come down, not today. So I'll have to attempt to go down and see them once again, probably next month. I think at least one of them I'll be able to see on Sunday. when we get done with Mom and her little birthday celebration. Anyways, today, man, right now it's a bit on the chilly side here in the shaded areas. It's supposed to warm up real good and proper today. Let's see here. Yeah, the change in this weather, it's kind of, getting my sinuses a little bit, so I got a lot of drainage going on. But luckily, I haven't gotten sick, and that's actually a good thing. I got too much stuff going on. I cannot afford to be, down and sick. I got too many things to deal with at the house and what have you. But anyways, honestly, I think that's about it as far as what's going on with life and what have you. My sewing has just kind of come to a standstill a little bit, especially over the past few weeks, because it's kind of hard to get any sewing done when there's no power to run the sewing machine. And I can do some sewing by hand, but it's kind of hard to see where you're sewing at when there's no light. And so, yeah, all that's kind of put on hold for a little bit. But, yeah. So, hopefully, next week, I will be able to go full force into all the sewing and getting some quilt tops designed and planned out, and go through my fabrics and see what I can do with all of that. Anyways, so you can see from all the rain that we've had, the trees are really starting to leaf out and what have you. So anyways, I want to go ahead and cut this right here because I got some other stuff that has to be done at the house. But next time, I will try to have more commentary on life, I guess. And we'll see what happens from there. All right, till then, go and be safe. Stay safe if you got severe weather going on. And go find yourself a dirt road. Talk to you later. Bye.